Hey, this is Manly with verticallessons.com. It has been 2 years since I last created a newsletter video of content to share with you, and I am relaunching my newsletter finally. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted, but I'm back. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for sticking with me. So, big aha lesson for me and a recent experience I had. Question first to start it off. Do you have anything right now, or have you ever had some project or initiative in your work or your life that you overplanned and procrastinated starting, and you kind of got maybe caught in the perfection trap, or for whatever reason didn't get on with it, and then you finally, maybe you never did it, or maybe you finally did do the project and you realize, wow, okay, we probably could have got this done sooner or started sooner, or so on. So back in May, I got a call from the legendary Steve Schneider that you can see in this photo behind me in the red shirt. If you don't know who Steve Schneider is, check out the video on my website. In 2022, we did a climb together, El Capitan, with my son also in the photo there in the orange. Steve calls me and said, hey man, can you come out on a short notice, 6 days, and get on El Capitan with me and my wife, Heather? And I said, I would love to. Took a little delicate negotiations with my wife. I got out there in 6 days. Mind you, I had not been training, had not been planning. This was completely out of the blue. Show up, we weren't able to get the route done. We started working on a really hard route. Heather's time was very limited. So then I found myself in Yosemite National Park with all of my equipment at the base of El Cap and no partner. So I decided to call in my rope gun, my son in the orange shirt there, Manly version 3, on 6 hours notice. He jumped on a plane to Fresno, and then 24 hours later, we are on El Capitan, making our way up the wall, and started living on the wall as we do, climbing 5 days, 4 nights on our Portaledge camp. Finally, after some incredibly difficult climbing, for us, it's one of the more moderate routes up El Capitan, but I assure you, there is no easy way to get to the top of El Capitan on the wall itself other than hiking around. And he wasn't ready. He hadn't been training, and I wasn't ready. This made some of our people in our lives a little bit nervous and wondering, are you guys okay? Is this going to be a bit, can you do this? Can you do this without all this extra planning? We did. We made it to the top, to the summit. Here's our nice summit photo. And of course, got to make the descent down from El Capitan, which I did unlike I'd ever done it before. We actually rappelled the entire length of that southwest face of El Capitan, thanks to our buddy Steve having some ropes in place, which made it much, much easier. So, huge lesson for me. Number one is that we realized that, I had never thought this was possible. Every big climb I'd ever done, big projects at work, I'd always overplan, get caught up, procrastinate, and wait for it to be better or more close to being ready or perfect or less fear. The truth is, what we need more than all the details, of course we have to plan. But if you have the skills and you have some resources, what I realize is that we are capable of way more with way less planning and way less ruminating and waiting for the perfect opportunity to do it. This also happened in my personal life, and I'm going to set this straight right now. So in 2017, I decided to start doing an open enrollment version of what I call a vertical experience. About 3 times a year, I'll take a small team or group, someone hires me to take the team and work through my material and take them climbing indoors or outdoors. And in 2017, I had the idea to do a version of that where I just send an invitation to you as an example, or any one of my newsletters, social media, audience members, anybody that knows me or not. Would you like to come out, in this case to Colorado, and do a vertical climbing experience with me, dive deep into my content so you can get some clarity and momentum and commitment around whatever it is in your life you need to move on. And I've been waiting for, I don't know what, there was fear and it's just a little different than I normally do it, right? The only real difference is I'm gonna have to find people individually to come versus one transaction or interaction with a leader is how it usually is. So that kind of psyched me out, but I've done it many, many times. I know my material inside and out. I've been doing this professionally for 14 years, speaking that is, and climbing for 32 years. I even went to some guiding courses on how to be a better guide when I'm on the mountain. So that's another little thing for you, a little news drop. I am doing this open enrollment thing, but the main point I want to make here is that, again, in my business in this case, I've been planning this thing and talking about it, and finally I said to my business coach, Mark LeBlanc, and my marketing events gal, Julie, I told them both, and they're like, it's about time, come on, do it. Do it, you can do it. You do it, you've done it. It's just a little different. But man, fear gets in the way and we just get so freaked out. So, you know what I've learned is that first of all, get on with it before you're 100%. 80% or so is what I usually say. Just go on and do it, as Nike would say. And the other haunting truth that I've really come to know this year with that experience and a couple other experiences is that we can do much more than we think. And we really don't have any idea what we are truly capable of. I just finally want to ask you, what do you need to exponentially commit to in your life? What is it that you're hanging on to, that some project or something, and just get on with it. Let me know in the comments or reply to me. Reply to me if you're interested in more information about the upcoming vertical experience I'm doing. It's November 1st, by the way. Love to talk to you about that if that sounds like something you would enjoy. Other people will be like, most of you will probably like, no way, I'm not going up on a wall with you. So fair enough. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Please share this with anyone in your life you think might find value out of it. Thanks.